Good morning, second graders. Today we are on page 215 of your student journal. And today we're moving on to another strategy, a different one. So our objective today says, today I will use the place value strategy to add, and we're going to have to squish it here, 2-digit numbers with and without bundling / regrouping. Okay, so let's look at this a little closer. So it says, today I will use the place value strategy. So I will show you what that looks like in just a moment, but we're going to use the place value strategy. We've been using the draw a picture strategy, so this is a new strategy. We're still going to add 2-digit numbers. We're still going to be adding 2-digit numbers, and we're still going to have with or without bundling and regrouping. So sometimes we'll have to bundle 10 and move them to the next place value column, and sometimes we won't. Okay. Let's look at our vocabulary. Here they show us what the place value strategy looks like. And what you notice is we still have a place value chart, but now we have numbers. We're no longer using our base 10 block pictures. So I'm going to show you what this looks like in just a moment in my example. And then they still show us what the working form looks like. We'll still be practicing working form in this lesson. Okay, let's look at our steps, ladies and gentlemen. Our first step says, we're going to decompose the add-ins into ones and tens on the place value chart. We're going to put it in expanded form. We did this many lessons ago, expanded form. So I'm going to show you kind of an example of that. So if I had 34, like they have in this add-in, 34 means I have, this is my ones and that's my tens. So I have 3 tens. 3 tens is worth 30, and 4 ones is worth just 4. So 34 is equal to 30 plus 4. So this is what we're going to do in step 1. Step 2 says add the values in the ones column. Remember, we always add ones first, so add ones. If necessary, regroup. Just like we did with the draw a picture strategy, we added ones first, and then we only regroup or bundle if we need to. Then we have add the value in the tens. So we're going to add tens, and if necessary, regroup. So again, we only regroup if we need to. And hopefully, boys and girls, you remember that when do we need to regroup? When we have 10 of them, right? Isn't 10 the number? When you have 10, you regroup 10 of them. Then it says add the total hundreds. Ooh, we didn't have this in the last lesson, and we might see this in some of our problems. Okay, so after you do add ones, add tens, then you add hundreds. And finally, we have rewrite in working form and record sum. So finally, we're going to do working form last. So again, we're going to write it in expanded form. We're going to add ones, add tens, add hundreds, and then do our working form. Okay, so what does this look like, boys and girls? I'm going to show you my first problem. Here is my first problem, and it says 67 plus 23 equals. Okay, so just like last time, I always like to put my place values on top of my add-ins. It just helps me remember. Okay, so instead of building like we did in the draw a picture, I'm going to put this in expanded form. So this means I have 6 tens. What is 6 tens worth? 6 tens is worth 60. And 7 ones is worth 7. My other add-in says I have 2 tens. 2 tens would be 10, 20, so it's worth 20. And I just have 3 ones. Okay, so I have now put them in expanded form. Now I'm ready to add the ones. So I have 7 plus 3. Well, if I put the bigger one in my hand, I have 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, who's going? Am I allowed to have a 10 there? No. I need to regroup that 10. Anytime I have 10 in a column, I move it to the next column. So I'm going to take this 10 and I'm going to add it to this column. I think we'll put it right here on top. I'm going to add that 10 to that column. Now this was exactly 10, so how much do I have left here? I have nothing left in the ones column. Okay, what do I have in the tens column? Well, I have 10 plus 60 is 70. 70 plus 20 is 90. So I have 90 in the tens column. So what is my answer? I have 90 plus 0 just equals 90. That's my sum. What does this look like in the working form? Okay, remember I'm going to put my place values, ones, tens, hundreds. Now remember when you write it, you're careful because I don't have any hundreds, so my 6 has to be in my tens, 67, and I have to have 23. Well, when I added, I got 7 plus 3 is 10. So I put a 0 here and I put a 1 here. Here's the cool thing. Look at it, still kind of looks like 10 because I have a 1 and a 0, and the 1 is in front of the 0. It's above it, but it's also in front. See, because it's right here and above it. So 1, 0 equals 10. Okay, and then how many do I have in the tens column? 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 2 more is 9. So in working form, my answer is also 90. Okay, let's look at my next one. I have 48 plus 19. So I have ones and tens, ones and tens. Okay, so my first add-in, I have 4 tens. 4 tens is worth 40, and I have 8 ones. 8 ones is just 8. My second add-in, I have 1 10, which is 10, and 9 ones. Okay, now I'm ready to add. So I have 8 plus 9. Well, I could think of doubles for this one. I could say 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 1 more is 17. Wait, is that allowed though? No. I need, every time I have 10, I need to put 10 over here. So if I put 10 over here, if I had 17 and I move 10 over, or I can just say I have this 110, then I'm going to move over there. See how I have this 110 I put over there? How many do I have left here? And I just have 7 left because I put 10 of the 17 over there. And now I have 10 plus 40 is 50, plus 10 more is 60. So I have 60 plus 7, and my sum is 67. Okay, in working form, let's do our ones, tens, and hundreds. I have 48 plus 19. I'm sorry, yes, plus 19. Okay, when I add 8 and 9, I get 17. So I can put my 7 ones there, but I have to move my 10 to the tens column. So the 10 has to go to the tens column. So look at it, still looks like 17 though, friends. 1, 7, it still looks like 17. Because I put the ones here and I moved the 10 to the tens column. So I have 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So my sum is 67. Okay, let's try some of these together. We are on page 216. Page 216, and here's our first one. 16 plus 71. Okay, ready? So before we get started, let's put our place values on top, ones and tens. Okay, so my first add-in is 16, and it says I have 110. 110 is just worth 10. And I have 6 ones. 6 ones is worth 6. Okay, my second add-in says I have 7 tens. 7 tens is 70, and 1 1 is 1. Okay, so we wrote it. Now we're ready to add, starting in the ones column. 6 plus 1 is 7. I don't need to regroup because I only take when I have 10 I regroup. 10 plus 70 is 80. So my sum is 80 plus 7 equals 87. Okay, in working form, let's do ones, tens, and hundreds. Okay, when you write it, be careful, you have nothing in the hundreds column. So the 16 has to be written there. The 1 has to be in this column. And the 71 goes right under it. Okay, so 6 plus 1 is 7, and there's no regrouping because I don't have any tens to add, and then 1 plus 7 is 8. So my sum is 87. So here it says, did you regroup or bundle? No, we didn't do any regrouping or bundling. Okay, let's look at one more together. Here's our next one. And it says 54 plus 38. So let's put ones and tens and ones and tens. Okay, 54 says I have 5 tens. 5 tens is 50. And 4 ones is 4. Okay, 38 means I have 3 tens, which is 30. And I have 8 ones, which is 8. Okay, so now we are going to add starting our ones columns. Ready? 4 plus 8 is 12. Ready? But is that allowed? No. I need to take the 10 from the 12 and put it over here. I need to regroup that. So if I take 10 away, what do I really have? I just have the 2 ones left because I took the 10 over here. Okay, then I have 10 plus 50 is 60. 60 plus 30 is 70, 80, 90. Okay, so our answer or our sum is 90 plus 2 equals 92. Okay, let's try this in working form. Okay, we have our ones, tens, and hundreds column. And our first add-in is 54. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you're putting them in the right column. And our second add-in is 38. Okay, ready? 4 plus 8 is 12, but I can't put a 12 there. So I put my 2 ones, and then the 12 has a 1 in the tens. I move it there. But look how this still looks like 12. 1, 2 still looks like 12. Okay? All right. Then in my tens, I have 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 3 more is 9. So my sum is 92. Okay, let's look here. It says, did you regroup or bundle? Yes. Right here, we regrouped. We regrouped right here. So yes, we regrouped in the ones column. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, keep practicing this and have a great day. Bye-bye.